A day after former Congress leader Vijender Singh joined the BJP, another big leader, Gourav Vallabh, has exited the Grand Old Party. Meanwhile, 22 leaders of Chirag Paswan-led LJP also quit the party after being denied tickets for the upcoming polls. This is not the single story where a leader has changed their side. Many leaders from different parties have jumped sides mostly over ticket distribution and seat sharing issues as well. Now, the question arises here is, are the leaders who are jumping ships 14 days before the polls good for us? That is the big question that we're going to ask. And joining us on the show is Dr. Kaushal Kant Mishra, BJP spokesperson. Dr. Pooja Tripathi, Congress spokesperson, also joins us on the program. Mr. Varun Singh, political analyst, with us on the show as well. And last but not the least, Mr. Piyush Pant, senior journalist, joins us on the show as well. Dr. Pooja Tripathi, I'll begin with you. I hope you can hear me. Well, you've suffered some big blows very recently. Vijender Singh, Gourav now, a few days ago, Mr. Naveen Jindal also shifted to the Bharatiya Janata Party. In fact, Gourav went on to say, Mr. Vallabh went on to say that the Congress party has no future. They refuse to defend the concept of Sanatan Dharma. They have forgotten their roots. And that is the reason why he is exiting the Congress party. And far as I remember, he was one of your fiercest proponents.
Hi Vineet, and good afternoon to everyone. I think when Gourav says that we are disrespecting Sanatan Dharma and wealth creators, where were his thoughts when he was our official candidate from the Udaipur Vidhan Sabha and he lost somewhere around 37, with a gap of 37,000 votes? In fact, Gourav Vallabh, if my memory serves me right, is the only person who has fought two Vidhan Sabha elections from two different states within the gap of 4 years, one from Ranchi, one from Rajasthan, and as the rumors rife, he was asking for a ticket from Haryana. I think it's very high time. I'll repeat it again. I've said this on your show, Vineet, pehle bhi ki kal ke jaate aaj chale jaye. Those people who cannot fight when the party needs them, when the country needs them, when the party is fighting for the idea of India, when we are fighting the acute crony capitalism and massive corruption that's on display here, when they can't face the storm, they'll better sideline, and these are the opportunistic looking for greener pasture. And I'm sure the other side, which is doing fairly well with huge majority, also Nirmala Sitharaman ji says everyone is welcome, rapists, criminals, everyone is welcome. That's for another day. But I think the party which is in better shape and which is in better numbers should also not encourage such opportunists, because if they can't fight when the party needs you, when we are facing a tough time, we are facing a moment of crisis, and when they are looking for a Mayor Rajya Sabha seat, for a Mayor nomination, for something greener, then they come out with Sanatan Dharma, then they come out with, this is the Gourav Vallabh who was fiercely advocating the economic policy, who you just rewinded a few days back, must be on some television channels. He must be accusing Modi government of concentration of wealth, 1% of rich have 76% of wealth in the country. Now Gourav Vallabh goes on to Bharatiya Janata Party says, and Vineet, I must say, I say this on national television, of all the turncoats who have been going and looking for greener pasture, I have a huge respect for Vijender Singh, who said कि मैं रात में सोया and I woke up and I thought कि नहीं, मेरे को तो party join करना चाहिए था. No ideology, nothing. I just woke up and I thought कि मुझे party join करना चाहिए था. तो इस तरह के लोग, there's a poem in Hindi, I don't remember the author, इसने कहा था, अगर हम नहीं जलेंगे, अगर तुम नहीं जलोगे.
But a lot of people, Dr. Pooja Tripathi, are saying that they're leaving the Congress because it's a sinking ship, and they're in fact running off, which is quite natural, right? What do you do when a ship is sinking? You want to save your life and jump off.
No, I don't think that's it. These were the people when the ship was sailing, when was facing high tides, when was going all the way, it was marching ahead. These were the people who took all the political benefits. Gourav Vallabh was in the
But they say they have no vision. The Congress has no vision. It has no mission. They're not convinced. They're not convinced that Rahul Gandhi can be the prime ministerial candidate.
Nobody is saying Rahul Gandhi is the prime. India Alliance is fighting as a joint force. When they take a 180-degree turn, they first have to justify themselves in the mirror and then to public, and then they'll have to. Vijender Singh was RT Rahul Gandhi's tweet an hour back, woke up and said, "मैं उठा और मुझे लगा दूसरा platform." Sanjay Nirupam has been vocal, has been crossed all levels of discipline when there is an alliance in state. Gourav Vallabh, God only knows, he didn't thought of Sanatan Dharma insult when he was an official candidate. He didn't talk of the concentration of wealth. He was the only person who was the hugest critic of economic policies by Modi government. Now he comes across as somebody who favors them. He said हम wealth creators को गाली देंगे. So they'll have to say something.
I'm going to play this clip to you if and when you join the BJP. But let me also get a response. That was on a lighter note, Dr. Pooja Tripathi. That was on a lighter note. Let me also get a response from Dr. Kaushal Kant Mishra on this. Dr. Mishra, what's happening here? You know, it's like I said in my opening monologue, you know, it's one thing to save your political career and your political fortune, but it's another thing, you know, to jump ship just when you realize that you're not going to be relevant anymore. How good can that be for the janta of this nation?
विनीत एक शेर है उर्दू में कि कुछ तो मजबूरियां रही होंगी, यूं ही कोई बेवफा नहीं होता. इसको कांग्रेस के लिए आगे बढ़ाता हूं. सनातन और देश की बुराइयों का हर जगह नफा नहीं होता. तो दिस इज द कंप्लीशन. ओके, तो हर जगह नफा तो नहीं होगा जब सनातन की बुराई करेंगे और देश की बुराई जाके विदेश की धरती पे करेंगे. खैर, इट्स एज यू सेड दैट कांग्रेस इज अ सिंकिंग शिप एंड इट इज ट्रू. It is not started with the Gourav Vallabh or even today you must have heard the Sanjay Nirupam's itself press conference, what all he had said. And it is not only restricted to these few leaders. I am talking about what about Ghulam Nabi Azad? What about Amrinder Singh? What about Jyotiraditya Scindia? What about Jyoti Mirdha? What about Milind Devada? What about Naveen Jindal? See, these are the hardcore Congressy people. And they are, even before me and Pooja started our political career. So why they are leaving the Congress? This is a very important question. And in my opinion, if we take out press conferences or their explanation of whosoever is left the Congress party, they have got few common agenda. One, the Congress is going anti-national. When they are opposing BJP, they cross the line and they always oppose the nation. This is one. Two, they are against the Ram temple. This is two. They are against Sanatan Dharma. This is three. They even support the enemy of the country. Whenever they try to oppose the BJP, you can see in the Kerala what they are doing. They are taking the support of PFI, the mother organization, and they are taking support of them. So everybody has got their own reason, and that is why they are leaving. It's Congress to decide whether the Congress has to change the ideology or not, because Congress is now acting like a left organization. There is nothing left in Congress which is the true Congress. Not even the Gandhian Congress, because after the Gandhian Congress there is a new concept of Nehruan secularism. And Nehruan secularism, what Nehruan secularism says? Oppose the religion, while the true secularism is Sarv Dharma Sambhav. But now if we are talking about dharma in politics, they say they are against the dharma in the politics. That is the main reason in my opinion. But it's not our job to come and save the Congress. It's themselves to do something for themselves so that our country should get a strong opposition. And I can just say best of luck to Congress so that our Loktantra has got a better Congress and better opposition so that our democracy flourishes like anything.
Okay, Mr. Piyush Pant, what's your opinion on what's going on? You know, the Congress party has never seen such defections. You know, it's obviously due to the lack of confidence that, you know, the top leadership of the Congress party has, you know, not been able to create.
Well, Vineet, to a certain extent, this may be true. But to a larger extent, it is the weakness of the people, of the members of the party and who are leaving the party. They are ambitious. They are not people connected to the grassroots. Take the example of Gourav Vallabh. He doesn't have any constituency. Even then, he wants to fight the election. And the Congress gave him opportunity twice to fight the election. He lost. So he doesn't have the roots. One time he fights from Jharkhand, second time he fights from Rajasthan, and third time he was asking from Haryana constituency. A politician always nurtures his or her constituency, and then he should claim for it, because he is trying to get elected for working for the people. So he must have a constituency, he must develop that constituency, he must be connected with the people of that constituency, and then he should claim and win. Because they are rootless people, they don't have any roots. They want that and top of all that he has always been given. He was made the national spokesman of Congress Party. He was given the duty of media in charge at the time of Karnataka election. Always he has been given importance in the Congress Party. So these are the people who are rootless people, I would say. And these people are very ambitious people. They want जो हिंदी में कहते हैं कि मलाई खाना चाहते हैं. And when they don't get it, they just leave the party and say just opposite what they have been saying earlier. So this is we are seeing in BJP also. BJP which is in the saddle, which is in the power, and Modi is there, who claims that it is his guarantee which will sail the BJP through for the third term. But even then, many MPs, they have left the BJP and they have sought ticket from Congress and other parties. So this is happening in all the parties because the ambition is overtaking the political work that a member should do to sustain the party, to sustain the organization. But they are always working, thinking of sustaining themselves and pushing themselves ahead. If they are not getting anything, they just leave the party. Okay, fine, you leave the party, but don't abuse the party or don't point out things which you were defending when you were part of the party. I think this is the psychophancy. This is the duplicity of these people.
All right, Varun Singh. But Varun, are you there?
So I'm there.
Varun, but the fact of the matter is, politics could be, your passion to serve the nation, your passion to serve the community, be part of the inclusive growth and whatnot, But, a lot of politicians do not want to romanticize their profession. They want to secure it. Is that the reason why we are seeing this shift? And how good is it for the common man? Because at the end of the day, it's not the party that matters to these politicians. It is survival.
Vineet, when I was listening to Mr. Pant a moment ago, I felt like he has never worked in a corporate environment because no employee ever criticizes their own management till the time his dues are settled. The moment he leaves that organization, he starts cribbing about it, expecting, and he just took one example of Gourav Vallabh. Okay, he might not be connected to the root, but what about others? What about Sanjay Raut? Sanjay Raut was an MP from Mumbai North. He won in 2009 from a seat which is very BJP focused seat where mostly BJP sees. What about Milind Deora? You said something, Vineet. What is the job of a politician? The job of a politician is to win elections, contest elections, fight elections, and then come to its common public so that he can serve them. You said, what about the politicians? They do not have an ideology. They jump ship. Obviously, most of the politicians that you see in today's age, they do not have an ideology. For them, the ideology is to win and serve the public. Or if you don't win, if you're not in power, you can do nothing. And they're just doing that. It is as simple as it is. They today see Congress as a sinking ship. They are jumping the boat. They are going to the BJP. And we have seen it in the past too, when if BJP is not in good terms or अच्छे समय में नहीं है, they would jump from the BJP and go to other political parties. The politicians today are very sensible. I would rather like to say that, Sanjay, I would just take one example of Sanjay Nirupam, because on Gourav Vallabh so much was said. On Sanjay Nirupam, what do you expect from a politician? What is alliance dharma? Please, Pooja Tripathi was talking about alliance dharma. Here Nana Patole, here Bala Saheb Thorat, apex leaders of the Congress in Maharashtra, have said that the UBT didn't even have a talk with them, and even before they could, conclude the talks on seat sharing, candidates were declared. Sanjay Nirupam had contested elections last time from Mumbai Northwest. UBT declared a candidate. Milind Deora is from Congress. He was in MVA then. Arvind Sawant's candidature was declared already from the Shiv Sena. So where are you expecting these people to go when you're in an alliance where your own party is not being heard? What are these people, the leaders who are working on the field, are supposed to do? And also, to be very honest, Sanjay Nirupam has been saying this way before he sent his resignation letter last night, and he was expelled. So, just saying that politicians are jumping this ship is not right. They are warning their leaders when they have leaders like Rahul Gandhi who are inaccessible, and every person who leaves the party says that we tried meeting Rahul Gandhi, we tried meeting Priyanka Gandhi, we tried meeting Sonia Gandhi, but none of them are accessible. And Mr. Kharge has no answer. That is what all the leaders who have left the party are saying. So there is a time for the Congress to introspect. Just saying that people are leaving us during bad times. Who has created that bad time? You have created that bad time on your own. You don't have a vision. You don't know what you're saying. You're criticizing Shakti. You're criticizing women. Your leaders, R.S. Surjewala, yesterday criticized Hema Malini. What derogatory remarks are these people making? Supriya Shinir, as a journalist, I'm very surprised that an ex-journalist says that she, calls such derogatory remarks against Kangana Ranaut. So these are the things which you also have to understand what politicians are facing when they go on ground. हम जो टीवी पे देखते हैं, सोशल मीडिया पे देखते हैं, उसके विपरीत गांव पे बहुत कुछ चलता है.
Let's get a response from Dr. Pooja Tripathi on what you've just said. Mr. Sumit Peer, senior political commentator, is also joining us. We'll go to him after Dr. Pooja Tripathi. Pooja, are you tired of defending the Congress party?
No, not at all, Vineet. I'll defend Congress party to the last of my breath, because I know Congress party is fighting for the idea of India, fighting to save the constitutional idea of India. Just before me, I'll respond to each one of our. Dr. Kaushal brought up the issue of secularism, Nehru secularism and Modi ji secularism. I want to tell what Nehru ji wrote. Nehru ji said that secularism applied to the development of human spirit and nation, never use religion for votes. He articulated that humanistic values inherent in religious equality, and that's what Nehru ji was. That's what Constitution says. Constitution says the state will not endorse a religion. It does not oppose the propagation and profession of religion. And that's where you have to draw the lines. When anybody comes and say, "Hum Sanatan Dharma ka respect nahi karte," we were very clear that this Sanatan Dharma Ayodhya Ram Mandir's inauguration had turned into a political event, and that's why we maintained distance. And we were very aptly clear: anybody who wants to attend it, it's free to attend, and we have no objection on this. And that's when these people are saying, "Hum Sanatan Dharma ka insult karte hain." Varun was just mentioning Supriya Shinit's comment on Kangana Ranaut. He'll have nothing to say on BJP MP. Supriya just came on record, owned the mistake that somebody from a team posted it, said sorry for it, but where is the apology from BJP MP Nishikant Dubey calling Mahua Moitra and Deepika Pandit Singh sitting MP and sitting MLA Vaishali ki Nagar Vadhu? And I don't need to tell Varun what does Vaishali ki Nagar Vadhu mean. There was pin drop silence, none in the cabinet, none in the BJP frontline leaders, nobody condemned it, nobody asked him to shut up. There is Brijbhushan Sharan Singh, who is happily sitting in the cabinet with grave charges of oppression of our female leaders. There's Ankita Bhandari's parents are sitting on the roads demanding for justice, and the BJP MLA has been blame is on BJP MLA. But no, there's always a perspective to look at it, and when you look at it, you should not look at it from one lens. Women's security is a grave issue. If Supriya owns her mistakes, Supriya comes on record, sends a video, says she's sorry, and somebody from her team did it, but nobody from BJP owns up that mistake. Nobody from Bharatiya Janata Party parliamentary board talks to the gang rape victim of Varanasi BHU saying that this happened in Prime Minister's constituency. Nobody talks to the parents of 2 minor girls who were gang raped and hung in the tree. Nobody talks to them. Nobody talks about Hathras victims. Nobody talks to Unnao victims. So just giving it one color is injustice to the whole idea of women's security of India, and a party that came to power saying bahut hua nariyo parvar ab ki baar Modi sarkar.
Okay.
And Sanjay Nirupam, he has been raising voices, he has been, and when you are an alliance, and these are substantial parties, it's not like NDA ki Bhanumati ka kunba ban gaya, 36 parties, nobody has say, aapko keh diya gaya, you'll have 2 seats, you don't have to say anything. These are substantial parties with a substantial voter base. There will be friction until we go into elections, and I'm repeating it again, there will be friction on seat sharing, there will be friction everywhere, because everyone has a substantial voter base, everyone has a local presence, somebody has a national presence, and that's when the alliance dharma, you don't come out in public and say your statements. You say it to your party, and if whatever a party says, you have to abide by it, and that's what, when we say we are fighting for the ideology. Politics is not just about opportunism. It's about fighting for the ideology. It's fighting for the people. When you go to the people, when you fight an election, one symbol, when you defend one manifesto of a party, you take a 180-degree turn and
all
you
right.
say...
You've said a lot. Let's also give an opportunity to Mr. Sumit P. to respond to what you have said. Sumit, this political bickering that we get to see before and after you leave a party, is that becoming irrelevant now? Because you could be saying one thing today against the BJP, and tomorrow you could be, in fact, be a member of it.
You see, Vinny, unfortunately in India, what has happened, the opposition has dwindled. There's no opposition in India. And it's courtesy Congress, was the principal opposition party, and it is, if you go by the predictions, all the predictions are giving it 20 to 40 seats. In 540 odd seats, if you're 20 to 40 seats, you're less than 10%. That is the national oldest standing political party of India. Again, the problem is in the leadership. Go to P.A. Sangma's time. Go to Mamata Banerjee, go to Sharad Pawar, and go to Jyotiradittya Scindia, and today talk of Sanjay Nirupam. All have left Congress. I think the last time when I looked at the number, I think it was 130 MPs, 135 MPs, and 279 MLAs who have left Congress and joined other parties. And it is happening from decades after decades after decades, because Congress leadership of the Parivar behaves by jisko rehna, jana, jao. You know how Mr. Hemant Biswa Sharma was treated by Rahul Gandhi? I mean, it is as per Mr. Hemant Biswa Sharma. I'm not casting aspersions here. That is a treatment which is given to everybody. First of all, he is not accessible. Even if he is accessible, that is how he treats the tallest leader of the Northeast. And you know where Hemant Biswa Sharma is today. And you know what has he done today. Now, this Congress's story of debacle is too far. And don't be surprised, our good friend Pooja ji might also join some other party one day. It is also possible. You know why? Because she will be one day tired of defending the Congress after every day.
That's what I said. Never say never. That's what I said. Never say never.
And never say never. You know, she'll be tired one day. Bole, bhaiya bahut ho gaya, main kya karu? So this is happening. Now, Sanjay Nirupam and all. If you look at all these leaders, Vineet, they have all done their best for the Congress, right? But there comes a day, everybody has a tipping point. When it comes to a place, your Rajneetik Varchasva or your political stature comes into question mark, wherein your future, where there is no future for you, where you are almost gone, where your electorate, your karyakarta, your aapko vote dene wala, he is questioning you. Sir, what the hell is happening? So what is your option? Then at that time, with a lot of compulsions, you decide to change the party because you have no other options. Either you have to kiss goodbye to politics and be at home, or you have to change a party. Tell me, why will Jyotiradittya Scindia leave Congress in a good situation? No. Why should have Sharad Pawar left? Why should have Mamata Banerjee left? Why should have Hemant Biswa Sharma left? Why should have P.A. Sangma left? And even Ghulam Nabi Azad, after so many years, he also left.
Right.
Because there's something fundamentally wrong. And when it has, the options of the politics are so stringent, they have no other option but to live. Because unfortunately, under Rahul ji, they know they are not going to win an election. And Rahul ji will still continue to be the calling all the shots. It's between 3 people of the family, Sonia ji, Priyanka ji, Rahul ji, who call all the shots. What is the power of Kharge ji? We all know it doesn't really exist. So at the end of the day, you can blame all the blames on Kharge ji when you will lose the election, but you will not question the Rahul ji. And Shakti ka apman kisne kiya? Chote karyakarta ne nahi kiya. Rahul Gandhi ji ne kiya. All these things. Who said that Muslims have the first right on the resource of India? Prime Minister Manmohan Singh ji. all these खून की दलाली, मौत का सौदागर, शुंभ नशुंभ, जहर की खेती, सर्जिकल स्ट्राइक का प्रूफ दो, डिमोनेटाइजेशन से इकोनॉमी खराब हो गई, बालाकोट का प्रूफ दो, they are all sent by the top most leaders of the Congress party. Now Mr. Surjewala statement, now Supriya ji's statement. These all are adding up. When these all up add up, Vineet, now if I am in Congress, there's a day when I go into my constituency, लोग बोलेंगे आपके लोग क्या बोल रहे हैं? And let me tell you one thing. I want to bring this point very forcefully. You are saying Bhagwan Sri Ram ki Pran Pratishtha was a political event. How many political leaders from BJP were there, ma'am? 2. Modi ji and Yogi ji. One is a chief minister, one is a prime minister. There was no other leader, no cabinet.
Shankaracharya is the
Ma'am, let me complete. Not even Amit Shah ji was there. Not even Amit Shah. Nobody from cabinet was there. How it can be a BJP's political event when 2 constitutional positions of leaders are there? Now I yesterday saw one video of Priyanka ji. She was saying Bhagwan Shri Ram ne aisa kiya, Bhagwan Shri Ram maryada hai, Bhagwan Shri Ram. I liked her Hindi, by the way. It was a good orchestrated piece. But you're the same party.
Okay. All right. Unfortunately, we've also run out of time, but this is going to be a debate which is going to continue to linger on for quite some time. The elections, the voting is going to begin very, very soon. Would like to thank all my guests for being a part of this conversation.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.